Come on in, friends. Come on in. Hello, there's always Megan Binky, Raw Game Studio. Lovely to have you with us this afternoon, my friend. Discord Kate, lovely to have you with us. Binky, of course. Always a pleasure, dog. Lovely to have you. Lovely to see you. Over on YouTube. Hello, Connor. Welcome. And Juan. Katerina, lovely to see you again. Julian. Hello, Julianne. Nice to have you with us. Courtney, thank you so much. Anonymous. Hey. And Julian. Julianne or Julian? Let me see. Let me click on your profile. Maybe it will tell me the answer to this question. Probably Julianne. I'm going to go with Julianne. Hi, Julianne. Lovely to have you with us. So, yeah, team. It has been... It's been a good week. You know, I was just actually trying to give you a real answer. Well, Reinhard. What is that? 68. I haven't spoken German in so long. What was 68? 68. Right? 20, 30, 50, 40, 6. Yeah. I got that right. Reinhard. 68. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it, man. But I know when I was thinking about my own question, like, how was my week? I don't like giving canned answers like, I'm fine. Everything's great. It's like, how am I really doing? Honestly, it's been a kind of a stressful week in some ways, but it's been a good week. I had to put out some fires with the teaching, and had to put out a few fires. But I've been doing this a long time, so I think I very successfully put out those fires. And Zach asks if I ever caught anyone counting cards. Zach, the answer is no, because I have never been a professional card dealer. I have never actually worked at a casino or anything. So, no, I have definitely never caught anyone counting cards. I myself have tried counting cards. It's quite difficult with the 6-stack shoe. I can kind of like the gist of it, but to really get good at counting cards, you have to really practice. And you're just, every time you see a 2 through a 6, the deck goes +1. And every time you see a 10 through ace, the deck goes -1. That's funny. It was -1. And, but you have to get really good at, like, when you're looking at the cards, like 2 and the ace cancel each other. The 4 and the king cancel each other. And then when you have 7, 8, 9, those are neutral. They don't do anything to the count. But yeah, I almost never really truly count cards myself. I've tried. It's harder than it looks to do it fast and efficiently. You have to really... I think almost anybody can do it. But I think to do it truly and to really know what the count is, it takes some practice. It takes some real practice. But like I said, I've never actually worked at a casino. But I'm glad you thought I did. That brings me a lot of joy. You're like, I'm just going to assume that Mr. Jeremiah, of course, has worked at a casino based on his outstanding blackjack dealing skills. This man must have worked in a casino. No, I never have. Fully baked. Howdy question. If you had the opportunity, would you do a Gentleman 3 with Atlas? Oh my, of course I would. I'll do anything with Atlas. Almost. I do a lot with Atlas. Like, if he wanted to put together something and kind of come out of retirement, of course I would. Adore that man. Just, but I'm also aware that he, kind of left the world of ASMR, if you will, because he was kind of burnt out. It takes a lot of work making videos that looked the way his did. That takes a lot of work, a lot of editing. And it kind of burnt him out, whereas like my videos, I do a little bit of editing, but I try to keep mine intentionally simple. I don't even do a ton of green screen, because it's like, does it really help? Or is it distracting, right? Or am I gilding the lily? You know? And most of the time, I find myself, when I'm like worrying about a specific prop, or I'm like, oh, I want to get this, or I'm worrying about this thing or that, most of the time it's actually a distraction, and I'm just gilding the lily. Like, it doesn't actually add anything. What really matters is, like, me connecting with you through the camera, not whether or not, my pin or my name tag says something. That doesn't really, all those little details matter, don't get me wrong, like details matter, but I don't want to, like, lose the forest for the trees, so I try to keep it relatively simple. But, you can't deny, like, how effective Atlas was. His videos were beautiful. Gorgeous. In fact, I bet he probably still has more overall views on his channel than I do. I haven't looked at his numbers in a long time, and he hasn't made a video in years, but they were of such high quality, that, yeah, I guess that's why he blew up, because, he was putting in hard yards, whereas me, I'm not a huge fan of editing. I really enjoy talking to the camera, not as huge a fan of editing. It's okay. I can do it. It's not my favorite. Zach on YouTube asks, what happens if you have a normal 10 card and you're counting? Let's say I have a 10 of diamonds and a 4. So the 10 and the 4 cancel each other. So the 10 would be a -1, the 4 would be a +1, so 0. So the count wouldn't change. And if the dealer had a 2 and an 8, and so the 2 is a +1, the 8 is neutral. So if you see in front of you a 10, a 4, a 2, and an 8, the count just went +1. Does that make sense? So if in front of you, brand new deck, 6 deck shoe, right? And the dealer deals you, like you said, a 4 and a 10, that's even. And or you understand. I think you understand what I'm saying. The Edna Mode Communication 101 video is exquisite. Thank you, Reinhardt. I have shared this with about every ASMR fan I'm friends with. Thanks, bro. I'm glad that one landed for you. It is one of my favorite topics, communication. And it's one of those things that, yeah, exactly, Brian. You wouldn't know the dealers. Exactly. Well, again, it's not really that confusing. Here, let me just do a quick demonstration. So, for example, cards. Okay. Okay. So here we go. I deal you a 20, 10 and a king. The count just went -2, right? The dealer is showing an up card of a 4 and a down card of whatever. So this is what you see, okay? So this is what you're visually able to see right now, you versus the dealer, okay? This is your hand. This is the dealer's hand. What's the count of the deck right now? It's +1. The 10 and the 4, or the king and the 4, cancel each other out. I'm sorry, -1, excuse me. -1, okay? And then, we'll figure out next. You would stand on a 20. Card flips over. So now, now we're at -2. Does that make sense? So based on this count, king, 10, 10, 4, these two cancel each other out. The 10 and the 4 cancel. And the two 10 cards, -2. Make sense? Okay. So as these cards come out, for example, nothing, neutral, -1, +1, nothing, +1, +1, -1, +1, -1. And you have to do this really quickly when you're counting cards, right? So you're gonna see like 5 hands or 6 people at a table. Hi, Double Morin, good to see you, bro. Thank you for the sub, bro. And you have to like scan all the cards really, really fast, and in your brain you're just going like, who cancels who, right? Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 6, +5, count as -1. And you got to do that in like seconds. You know, it's not the hardest thing in the world. It's not the easiest thing in the world. To count cards effectively takes practice. And believe me, the eye in the sky is definitely counting cards. Hey, Keen, good to see you, bud. And yeah, Zach, I play poker, not roulette so much. If I personally play roulette, I only bet on red or black. I don't do it. I just bet on red or black. Because otherwise, I mean, that's as close to 50-50. And flipping through the cards. Exactly, Brandon. If you're gonna do it, if you're gonna practice counting cards, you have to be able to just like literally do this. Like you know, fan out some cards and tell me what the count is. Ready? Okay. I'm gonna show you the cards and tell me what you have 3 seconds to tell me the count. Go. What's the count? And the pit boss 100% knows the count. So did you get that? What was the count? Okay, I'll show you one more time. I'll show you for 3 seconds. 3 more seconds. Ready? Here you go. What's the count? And you gotta know right now. Otherwise, there's no point in counting. If you can't figure it out like immediately, don't bother. It's not because you're not actually counting cards, and it's not going to do you any good. But it's +3. Let's see what it is. So we had -1, -2, -3, and that is canceled, canceled, canceled. Anybody else? +1. That's it, +1. I'll go through the cards with you. I'll show you what I mean. So, all right. These cards are neutral. 9, 8, 9. They don't do anything to the deck, right? Let's look at the rest of the cards I held up. So I held up 3 jacks. This is what I held up. Plus this. Okay. These guys, 8, 9, do nothing. These cards are held up, so the 3, 10 cards, that's -3. 4, 2 through 6s, so +4. So 4 minus 3 is 1, so the deck just went up +1. Okay? Makes sense? +1. I'll do it again. Let's do it again. You ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do 8 cards. Okay? Alright. You have 8 cards. And 3 seconds. And go. What's the count? Keeping in mind the count was +1. What's the new count? What's the new count? It was +1. Now what is the count? Anybody? No? You nailed it, lad. Nope, you went the wrong way. It is now, the count is now, what is it? -3. It's -3. Zach, you got it. There you go. So I'll show you again. We were at +1. Remember that. The deck was +1. Okay? And this happened. So, luckily, these 4 cards automatically cancel each other out. The 4 and the 5 and the Jack and the 10, they cancel each other out, right? And 4 10 cards minus 4. So we were at +1. Now the deck is -4. And when the deck is it's negative, you're supposed to protect your money. You don't want to put on as big of a bet. When the deck goes really positive, you want to put in your money because you're more likely to get a blackjack or something. Okay? So now the deck is -3. Let me grab 8 new cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Deck is -3. 8 new cards. And I'll give you 3. So let me fan these out. Here we go. I'll give you 3 seconds to look and go. What's the count? It's hard, isn't it? So you gotta remember what the count was and then what just happened. So let's see, the count was -3. So let's see what cancels each other out. Let me take this. We're gonna go. So this and this cancels and this cancels. So those are nothing. These are nothing. And these cancel each other out. So guess what just happened? Nice lad, LAD. It is still the same at -3. Because everything canceled each other out. So here's what we just had. Okay? A 10 and a 4 canceled. That's nothing. 7 and 8, nothing. And these 4 cards, the last 4, cancel each other out. The 10s cancel the 3 and the 4. So the deck stayed at -3. So, counting cards. That's how you count cards. It's not impossible, but it's tricky. You gotta practice. And you gotta hold in the numbers, and you gotta be able to scan a table and just like eyes just glaze across the table really fast and instantly know what the count is. Like +2. Just scan the table. The count just went down by 1. The count just went up by 4. And you got to be able to do that in seconds. Otherwise, don't bother. Exactly. The higher the count, it just means you're more likely to get a 10 card. That's all that means, right? So, so if there's a bunch of, if 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 come out, if a bunch of those come out, 7, 8, 9, what's left? 10 cards. Face cards, right? So you're much more likely to get a face card. All right? I'll do one more. I'm going to do one more. Last one. Just out of curiosity to see if you can figure it out. All right. 8 new cards. 8 new cards. And what happens to the count of the deck now? And here we go. What's the count? Correct, Sneaky Beaver. Because a lot of little cards came out, so the count is higher, 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 higher. So, like, if the deck is like +7, it's really likely that 10 cards are going to come out, right? If the deck is like +7. But it doesn't mean they will. It just means it's more likely. So, so we were at -3. Let's see where we're at now. All right. So here, I'll let you look at it again. We were at -3. So what happened to the count here? Looks like it goes up by 2. Is that what's happening? So King and the Deuce cancel. Ace and the Deuce cancel. Queen and the Deuce cancel. So all we're left then is with 7 and 5. The 5 is +1, so now the deck is -2. Okay? So after all that, we just been through like over half the deck. So this is the cards we just went through. These are the cards that are left in the deck. Okay, so we've been through over half the cards, and right now, this deck is a -2. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I think you understand what count. I think that's how you count cards, though. Okay. So anyway, that's your counting cards lesson. The more you know. Good luck. Look, again, if you want to count cards, go for it. Just practice. Hey, Jacob, great to see you, man. It's been a good day. If you're gonna count cards, you just have to practice, and like flashcards. And then you gotta be able to do it like with multiple cards at once. You know, you gotta be able to go like, boom. What's the count? Right, and just like know it. Just look at a bunch of cards. And boom. What's the count? So yeah, it takes practice. It really does take practice, and especially if you're at a real casino in Vegas. I mean, they play pretty quick. Like they don't waste time. Like people are there to gamble. They don't want like a slow do. No, people are like they want the next hand. They want the next hand. They want the next hand. And so those dealers are quick, and they're just. And they get the cards and yeah. So if you're gonna count, you have to really watch it. But I think I told you guys this story. I'm definitely ready for New Week of Ball. I think I told you guys this story. My dad. There's when I was a kid, my dad he got pretty into blackjack. Never like crazy. Like these are not large amounts of money. He was never like a gambling addict at all. But like he would like to go and play a little blackjack and like teach himself how to play. So he was counting cards, and he said he was at some casino. He wasn't in Vegas. He was like in like Mesquite or something, or some place like in like off the strip, or maybe he was in Tahoe or someplace. And he said he was sitting there at a table, and the count. And he was making like $5 bets or $10 bets. This is small little bets, right? Minimum bets. The count went to like +5 or +6 or something. The count went really positive. And my dad like tripled his bet. He put in like $30. And the dealer, he immediately saw that. And he said he wasn't sure if the dealer signaled or if the pit boss just was watching and saw that all of a sudden he tripled his bet, and and so the dealer like nodded. The pit boss nodded to the dealer, and the dealer grabbed all the cards and shuffled. So it was a brand new deck. So the count just went from like +6 to 0 back to even, right? Brand new deck of cards. And the boss was watching to see what my dad would do, because if he pulled his bet, then he's obviously counting cards. If he's just gambling, decided sometimes you want to do a bigger bet. Sometimes I'm feeling lucky. I've lost 5 hands in a row. I'm due for a win. I'm gonna throw out a bigger bet. Whatever logic you want to use, right? And so the pit boss. So my dad left the bet out. So even though the guy shuffled up the cards, my dad just left his bet out there and hit a blackjack. It's just like he smiled at the pit boss, tipped his hat. I think they both knew what was going on. But again, this is also, I think they were playing it like they were playing it like. Like a $5 minimum table. Like, these are not big stakes. The casino is not worried about, somebody playing $5 blackjack, like cleaning out the house. But they were watching, even at the $5 table, even at the Casinos are, listen, they're not decked out in gold and marble because they lose money. You know what I'm saying? Like the Bellagio fountain, it exists not because of Bellagio's charity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I don't gamble. This is why I don't gamble. Zach, again, I don't count cards, bro. Like, I've literally never gone to a casino and counted cards. Seriously. To see Warner, San Francisco. Yeah, for sure, Megan. This happens every year, though. I mean, that's, around this time, everybody's banged up. Football is a hard game. Those boys are flying at each other with anger and vinegar. These are grown men, vast majority well north of 200 pounds, and like lean, fit, strong, and these guys are running at each other full speed and just smashing each other. I mean, it's wild. Yeah, watching an NFL football game, they hit so hard, man. Like, oh my God, it's intense though. Oh my God. Well, a pizza that giant for the simple huddled masses. Thank you. And Reinhardt, I went. You were so cheap, bro. Reinhardt, dude. First of all, thank you, man. Major props. Fist bump. Come here, man. Appreciate it. Come here, Reinhardt. Appreciate it, bro. Too kind. Too kind, man. Come here. Thanks for the $10, man. Really kind of you. Very kind of you. Very generous of you. And yeah, dude, if I was up $100, I would quit too. I don't gamble, bro. Yeah, if I was up $100, I'd be like, drinks are on me, man. Although nowadays it's like 5 drinks after tip. Like, how much is a normal drink these days? I think it must be like $15 or $12, right? Because the drink is like at least $10. A couple, $2-3 for a tip. I feel like nowadays, like, everything's like $15 a drink. So that's like 4 drinks. Lame. Ooh, cat. No, I didn't see that. Hey, Hursty, good to see you, man. I didn't see that the Giants coach. Ooh, didn't see that. Yikes. Eric Jonah, how do I ask my Spanish teacher if I can watch my Steelers game tonight while simultaneously taking my midterm in class? Eric, you gotta record the game somehow, but then you gotta somehow not watch it or hear what the score is. Good luck. Good luck with that. I did not want to send Russell and just wanted to know if he should use the timeout. They need to chill. Yeeks, yeah, for sure. Scataboo. Yikes. Sorry to hear that. I missed that. Jeez, team. Bummer, man. Beatrice, hi from Brazil. Just saw your Dexter video. Was it fun to record? It was, Beatrice. Thank you. And obrigado. Obrigado. It's all the Portuguese that I speak, but thank you so much, Beatrice, for being here from Brazil. Too kind, man. Too kind. Oh, neat. Very cool, very cool. Thank you, Maya. I'm glad that I inspire you. That's very kind of you to say. Going out. Wait, I heard some of the young people at my job talking about going out, and that a shot, wherever that was like $12. Told them, shh. sorry, everybody. Sorry, I apologize. It is the danger of having my dog behind me. Most of the time, she is sleeping and snoring. But sometimes you're a little pain in my patootie. And you do a bark scare, and you freak everybody out. Everybody gets a jump scare, and they're mad. I'm like, why? Why did you scare me like that? Why have you scared me so much? You freaked everybody out. Why? But I love you. Even though you freaked everybody out. If you could not do that, that would be great. Can you not? Folks. It is, Brandon. Usually, my wife and I, if we're gonna go out, like we go out like once a week, not even every week too. Like we like to go out to have one night a week. We'll go out to a restaurant and have some drinks. But we ride our bikes. Yeah, I do not drink and drive, or we'll get an Uber. But yeah, drinking and driving is just doesn't. Why? Like nowadays, like just get an Uber, man. It's just so silly. I feel ya. An Alfred or Butler roleplay would be awesome. Eric Jonah, thanks, man. You haven't done a classic Butler in a long time. I did an early roleplay. Was like I did a cheeky Butler. That was back when I was like, this was like 4 years ago. This is early role play. The cheeky Butler. I haven't done that in a long time. And I can make another panic attack? Maybe eventually. Unsure, honestly, am I? Don't know. Possibly. Yeah. Panic attack. Mark Luca, the tornado. Hola, my friend. And, yeah. But it is good, it is funny, On New Jersey. Megan, I am not. What she's referring to is, I have 2 Los Angeles Rams jerseys. I have a Gurley, so Todd Gurley, former running back for the Los Angeles Rams when they were St. Louis Rams, and then came over to LA. He was still the running back for a season or 2, maybe 2 seasons. But he's no longer. He retired. Todd Gurley retired. And then I had a Cooper Kupp. I still have a Cooper Kupp jersey. But now Cooper Kupp went to Seattle. So I have 2 legacy jerseys. And I'm not sure who I want to get yet. Like, part of me is like Nakua. I love Puka Nakua. That kid is amazing. So much heart. Rookie of the year, Like, dude, Nakua is just amazing. Yeah, hopefully he's okay. Yeah, he popped his knee or something. So we'll see. But I haven't decided. I don't know if I want to do him or somebody else. We'll find out. Gondath. Quite the name of the skull. Gondath. Hey, Harry. Says, I remember taking my wife out to the local nightclubs in 2013 for her birthday. I know, right? That was a while ago. She got plastered and tried to pick a fight with a cardboard cutout Santa Claus. She hasn't gone to another club since. That's awesome. It's like, listen, Santa, you don't know me. Santa, stop. You better stop looking at me funny, Santa. I don't even care. Okay? I don't even celebrate Christmas. So you can just take your stupid look and you can shove it up your butt. I can definitely see that happening, Gondath. I can definitely see that happening. Thank you, Cathal O'Sullivan. Much appreciated. Sorry to hear that, Maya. Good luck. I hope you feel better soon, darling. Yeah, I love that Kat and Megan, you're like more up to date on the NFL than I am. Well done, team. Appreciate you. Keep me informed. Like I should know all these things, but I kind of care, but I'm also it's like I like football, but I'm not like an obsessive fan. I'm not one of these football people that's like I have to know everybody's stats. And Kat's like, I love football. Clearly, you probably know more about the Rams than I do. Embarrassing. Sorry. Jacob asks, excuse me, what would you say your top 3 movies? Top of my head, top 3 movies. Number 1, Master and Commander, Russell Crowe. Absolute masterpiece of a movie. Love Master and Commander. What else? Top 3. I'm gonna go Master and Commander. I gotta put Dances with Wolves up there. Dances with Wolves is one of the greatest movies ever made. And Brandon Craven's on Stafford. That's the thing. I mean, I don't know if Stafford's got much left in him. So, I mean, I like Matt Stafford. I like Matty. Don't get me wrong. I don't know. If I guess Stafford jersey's like he's gonna be replaced next year. You know, kind of a thing. I don't know. Yeah, Master and Commander. Dances with Wolves. And what would round it out? What would round it out is like a movie I can just go and watch. Well, I want to throw a comedy in there. Like, what would be a great comedy? But I'm holding this up in the sense that it's like, okay, if you have a great comedy though, it's what's a movie that you want to watch every year, right? It's like every year I want to watch Master and Commander. At least once a year. Same with Dances with Wolves. Like, I like watching that movie like once a year. I'd also say the same thing though about Band of Brothers. That's a series. But if I wanted to throw a comedy in there, honestly, probably Forgetting Sarah Marshall. I love Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Shawshank Redemption. Oh my god. I know. That's amazing too. Fight Club. Shut your whore mouth. I love Fight Club. Such a great movie. American Psycho's good. I wouldn't put that in my top 10 though. I like American Psycho, but it's not a top 10. Elf, fun. And Stetson is like a Stafford clone. Listen, let's see what happens with Stetson. I'm very curious. Stetson Breton the Third. He has the most pompous name. Stetson something the Third. But maybe he's a great QB. We'll find out. Jack Tyken, bro. Thanks, man, for the $5, dog. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it, man. Oh my God, Katarina, Silence of the Lambs. Come on, Silence of the Lambs is unbelievable. Jack taking you, bro. Appreciate it. Little man hug, little bro hug here. Little bro hug. Fist bump, dog. Thank you very much for the $5, man. You're too kind. But Katarina, I gotta give you all those movies. I love Silence of the Lambs. I love Lord of the Rings. I can watch that series like once a year. And Interstellar. Big fan of Interstellar. Those are great movies. Man. Enabled Cauliflower. I like Elf. I love Will Ferrell. Is it a top 10? It's good. It's definitely good. What are my top, what are like my top 10 comedies? Right? Love The Martian. Love The Martian. Ocean's 11 was a great movie too. Godzilla. -1. I don't think that'd be on my top favorite. Hey, Maya, great to see you, my dear. Harry Karabatsos, bro. No Country. Frickin' Javier Bardem. Call it. What am I offering? You already did. Call it. Well, I don't want to call it if I don't know what I'm putting up. You already put it up. You have to call it. Oh, what a scene. God damn, that scene is so good. Maybe. Crazy, man. No Country. Man, what a movie. 21's a very fun movie. Listen, 21's a fun movie, man. You know? It sucks that Kevin Spacey is, like, a bummer. But, like, the man is an actor. My lord, he is charismatic on camera. It's a bummer. He's, let's just say, maybe a little aggressive. But, like, when he left House of Cards, the show was terrible, right? Look at what he's done. Like, American Beauty. He made American Beauty. He made House of Cards. He was Glengarry Glen Ross. Well, I shouldn't say that. Alec Baldwin had a hell of a performance, even though he was only in the movie for like 2 minutes. Another guy, Alec Baldwin, like, creepy guy. Like, didn't he just wrap his car around a tree? And I'm like, Alec, you're probably hammered. Get a driver. You're a famous actor. Get a driver, bro. It's like him and his brother. He like rammed his freaking Range Rover into a tree. I'm just going like, maybe he wasn't drunk. I don't know. Listen. Whatever. Omega saw Monty Python's Holy Grail and Fight Club. They're classics, but you know what's funny? Like, would I sit down and watch Monty Python? I have great memories of Monty Python, watching it when I was like in high school and college with my friends. The coconuts and, you know, we are the Knights of Knee, and I break winning your general direction, and don't need flesh wound the great knight, and everything. Listen, Monty Python and the Holy Grail is incredible, but would I sit down and watch it? Probably not. It's weird, right? Like, I'll quote it, but I don't know if I would, like, sit down and watch it that often. I'm not big into horror. Unless it's, like, psychological horror. Like, K-Pax, solid movie, man. I like psychological horror. Like, I love Silence of the Lambs. Great movie. I loved Seven. Kevin Spacey again, right? I loved Seven. Great movie. Creepy. Great movie. Jacob, a movie that truly made me cry. Too many. But the one that first made me weep as a young actor. Dead Poet Society, bro. Dead Poet Society. Bawling my eyes out toward the end of that movie. All the kids stand up on the desk. Oh, Captain, my Captain. I'm like, oh, Captain, my Captain. Just weeping. Let's see. American Psycho, Wolf of Wall Street, and Scarface. Interesting, Harry. Those are the movies, like, those are the ones that just, like, really speak to you. All good movies. Out of those three, the one I'd probably watch the most is probably Wolf of Wall Street. I like them all, but probably Wolf of Wall Street's my favorite out of those. It's true, Brandon. Dark Knight trilogy. The best one, though, is just Heath Ledger's. Heath Ledger's The Dark Knight. To me, that's pinnacle. Like, that was the best. The first movie made you cry as a Green Mile. Oh, good movie. Scent of a Woman. Boy, I haven't watched that in a long time. I haven't watched Scent of a Woman in a long time. I remember I liked it a lot. Hoorah! I liked it a lot. I mean, what's in the box? Come on now. And apparently I didn't know this. Did you know that at the time Brad Pitt was dating, what's her name? Gwyneth Paltrow. I didn't know that. When they made Seven, they were dating. No, yeah, dude. Jacksonville Jaguars beat the Chiefs. That was crazy. They beat the Chiefs. Jacob, this is a classic question. To mention, I'm doing a drama performance soon. Any tips to make me stand out? Absolutely. Are you ready for this, Jacob? This is my favorite bit of advice ever. If you want to stand out and have people go, oh my God, who was that? You must only focus on being expressive, not impressive. If you try to be cool and you try to be an impressive actor and show off, look at what a great actor I am. I'm in so much pain right now. I'm just like, oh, I feel so many things. I feel all the feels. Oh my God. I'm acting the shit out of this scene. I'm acting. It will look terrible. You will look stupid. Nobody will appreciate it. I was just listening to this funny story. So, case in point, okay? Charlie Sheen, the man's making the rounds right now in the podcast circles, if you hadn't noticed. He's got a documentary and a book out, and he's kind of doing like a real, like, bare his soul, tell all. The man has some wild moments, okay? Incredible moments. But Ferris Bueller, okay, acting story. So for Ferris Bueller, Jennifer Grey, who had recently met Charlie, recommended him to I forget, what was the director, John Williams? Who was the director of Ferris Bueller's Day Off? She'd recommend Charlie. And he gets the script. And he's like the guy, like the druggy guy. You've all seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off, right? If you haven't, go watch it, children. Just, I can't. If you haven't seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off, I don't know what to tell you. Just go watch it, okay? Like, anyway. There's this scene, okay? It's like 2 minutes long. Charlie Sheen is playing a guy. John Hughes, thank you. Charlie Sheen is playing this guy who's been arrested. He's like, big night, dirt on his face, leather jacket. You can smell the cigarettes on his leather jacket, kind of a guy. And then he has this moment where he has this like little scene with Jennifer Grey, and it just so happened like he was working. His dad had picked him up from like something, and he was going over the lines in the limousine, and he was just kind of just wasn't putting anything on it. He was reading the lines to kind of like get him in his head. And after he read the lines, Martin Sheen, his dad, said, "That was perfect. Don't do anything else." And he's like, "I didn't do anything." And he's like, "Exactly. Just do exactly what you just did. Don't do anything else." So, he did. He was in the movie for like 2 minutes. Frankly, one of the more memorable moments in the entire film. Because he just sat there and delivered his lines and he wasn't trying to do too much. He was just there. There's another great moment in a classic movie called A Fish Called Wanda with Kevin Kline and Jamie Lee Curtis. And there's a moment where, kind of famous moment, where Kevin Kline is saying something, and he goes like this, and then and there's this long stare that he does. Turns out he forgot his line. He forgot his line. But he didn't cut. He just stayed in the moment, found it, and spoke. And that moment just reads so authentically real on camera. Another one. You ready for this one? This one's great. You've all seen Pulp Fiction, right? Christopher Walken. The watch. This watch. Okay? The opening of this monologue. Christopher Walken sits down. He looks at Butch, and he's like, hey, little man. freezes, he pauses. There's like a 3-second pause. He couldn't remember his line. But if you watch it, there's something just so weirdly authentic about these mess-ups where you just stay in character. You don't break, and you just stay in the moment, and you're thinking, what the hell is my line? And then you talk. It's such an authentic moment that people have. It's funny. So anyway, acting. So yeah, good luck. Be expressive, not impressive. You try to be impressive. If you try to be impressive, you will inevitably look silly, and you will look like an amateur actor who's overacting. It's how funny. It's funny to watch a movie where you have like a professional actor and a young actor, and it's so painful often to watch these young actors, and they're moving their head too much. They're trying to express, and they're moving their head, and they're clenching their jaw, and you can see their neck is tight, and they're tight, and their hands, they don't know what to do with their hands. And the professional actor just stands there, delivers their lines, barely moves their head, barely moves at all. If they do, it's very intentional. And they're like when you watch a Meryl Streep or a De Niro or a Pacino or a Nicholson, excuse me, or any of these greats, okay? You watch them, they're very still. They don't move around much, okay? They're calm. And it's so hard to do that as an actor. It's like Gangs of New York. Mwah. Right? Frickin' Daniel Day-Lewis. Dude. Liam Neeson. Oh, monsters. These guys are chill. I've not watched Osage County, Megan. I've not seen that one yet. Not seen it. Flips the TV. Hola. And, favorite actor of all time. Robin Williams. That guy could do anything. Drama. Comedy. Make you laugh, make you cry. Yeah, that guy could do anything. Robin Williams. Listen to McConaughey's book, Green Light, course, black acting, dealing with beast. I've not read Green Lights, but I've listened to McConaughey talk about it for 4 hours. Fascinating. This is Doubtfire, yeah, well, anything Daniel Day-Lewis I'm basically going to watch. Basically Daniel Day-Lewis I'm going to watch. So Osage County, that's your movie. Fair enough, I'll have to check that one out. Nice. I feel very cool. Oh yeah, Teagues, oh Captain, my Captain. Couldn't do it. Beautiful. You should make a letterbox. I'm not sure what that means, Harry. Inside Out, super cute, man. Listen, anything Pixar does is amazing. I can't wait for Incredibles 3. I wonder how much Edna Mode there's gonna be. But yeah, my favorite Pixar, bro. They're all so good. Inside Out 2, Ratatouille, Incredibles, Incredibles 2. They're all amazing. So good. I'm saying flips. Robin Williams was just an amazing, brilliant guy. Don't get me wrong. I love Matthew McConaughey. Cruise movies. I like this. I like blockbuster stars. I like De Niro and Pacino, and I like Brando. I like all these people. But yeah, when you ask me, gut, who's your favorite actor of all time? Robin Williams. He's the guy that just, he's the guy that comes up on Letterboxd and post movie reviews to other people. Oh, God, I got it. Oh, I see. I've never used it before. That's funny. I've never used that. Never made a Letterboxd account and left my thoughts. And Jacob, oh my God, Up, the opening of Up, I was like, how dare you? How dare you do that to me in the first 5 minutes? Like, you, freaking Up. That was some Bambi nonsense. I was like, what? And amazing movie though, beautiful film. Squirrel. Oh dear. Let's see. Again, I forgot about Inglourious Bastards. Oh my God, I know. Tarantino, man. Kill Bill, volumes 1 and 2. Oh, get out of here. Obviously, Pulp Fiction. Reservoir Dogs. Kill Bill 1 and 2. I even like The Hateful Eight. A little long. I like Django. But Inglourious Bastards. So good. I just watched it the other day. I freaking love Inglourious Bastards. Morgan Freeman's amazing. Bambi nonsense lost it, bro. Well, listen. You know what I mean, Finn? Horrible tragedy, like crying in the first 5 minutes. You're like, come on. Come on. Evan Hansen, sob. Oh, dear Evan Hansen. I haven't seen that one. I'm frustrated. It sounds sad. Dear Evan Hansen, I'm gonna make you cry. Sounds like a depressing movie. Jack's great, yeah. Carrie Childless. Well, thank you so much, Carrie. That's really nice of you to say. Very nice of you to say. Toni Collette is your current favorite actress. Which one is she? Who's Toni Collette again? She got musicals adapted into a movie. Interesting, Frosty. I'm sorry, Finn. That must have been traumatic. I liked Fury. Actually, no, I take that back. I lost my innocence. Fury has great scenes. I like a few scenes in Fury. The overall movie I didn't really care for. It was kind of cheesy, but I love some of the tank battle scenes, which I think actually did a pretty good job of like encapsulating how gnarly it would have been to be in a Sherman tank in World War II, aka gnarly, like going up against superior German tanks. Like there's that scene where the 3 Shermans are taking on a German Tiger tank, and the reality is that the gun on the Sherman couldn't actually penetrate the Tiger. So can you imagine you're in a tank and you're shooting at the enemy tank and you're like watching rounds like skip off and like not do anything. Terrifying. So I do like some of those scenes, yeah, for sure. But yeah. And Mom in The Sixth Sense and in Muriel's Wedding. Boy, I'd have to look at that. Toni Collette. I'm sure I recognize it. Let me look up real quick. Apfelstrudel. After watching Inglourious Bastards. Dude, that scene with Christoph Waltz. So, you know, do you guys know the significance of the creme in that scene in Inglourious Bastards? So he orders the strudel, and he's like, oh, no, you have to have it with the creme. Because there was something in the strudel, and if she was Jewish, if you're kosher, you can't have dairy with something else. So that was that character, Christoph Waltz, doing a little test and seeing if she would eat it. I didn't know that. Adding more to that whole scene where you have to sit there and he's staring, and she says a thing and he just stares at her. Well, I'm sure. Dude, Christoph Waltz. Love Christoph Waltz. Man is a genius. You're gonna say, shh, don't you dare. Good girl. No, good girl. Don't you bark at me. Down. Down. Thank you, good girl. Thank you, sweetie. Dogs. Yeah, dude. Yeah, but that scene in Inglourious Bastards. Amazing. Oh, bro. Dude, Flipsy TV. Unreal, man. Yeah, and apparently, I mean, you probably know this. Maybe you don't know this. So, like, they're getting ready to film, okay? They got Brad Pitt. They got all the actors. Like, they are getting ready to film Inglourious Bastards. You know, Tarantino did not have cast Colonel Hans Landa. And he was just like, where am I going to find an amazing actor who can speak English, German, Italian, and French? Well, on like the week before production was going to start, in walks Christoph Waltz, and he speaks German, English, French, and Italian. And it was just like, who is this guy? And from there, like, you know, a star was born, right? And he's been in like 4 other Tarantino movies. And yeah, I mean, I don't know what Christoph Waltz was doing before that. He's an Austrian actor. And yeah, but he showed up like at the 11th hour, and Tarantino was just like, thank God. And can we also give a shout out to Michael Fassbender's performance in that movie? Drei Gläser. Oops. Drei Gläser. Crazy. Brandon, he waltzed in. Brandon, come here. Come here, Brandon. I'm kidding, I thought it was funny. But we're not supposed to think puns are funny, but puns are funny. I like a good stupid pun. I think it's a stupid pun. Well, thank you, Emma. It is my pleasure. Yoshi. You. Yes. But yeah. Incredibly cool film, that. So those are definitely top. But that's the thing about cinema, though, right? There's so many great movies. And, like, listen, I'm going to watch Die Hard every year for Christmas. Listen, it's going to happen. It is my generation's Christmas movie. Same with Lethal Weapon. You know, my mom, for her, It's a Wonderful Life, The Bishop's Wife, right? Like those are her. It's a White Christmas. Those are her Christmas movies, right? And for me and my wife, it's Die Hard, Lethal Weapon, Trading Places. We added Trading Places to our list of Christmas movies. Dan Aykroyd, Eddie Murphy. Oh, so good. Shawshank is definitely one of the greatest movies of all time, Flips. One of the greatest movies of all time. Little known fact, well, some of you may know this, Shawshank Redemption was a complete box office flop. You know why? The name. Shawshank. Nobody could say the name. What the hell is Shawshank? Shawshank Redemption. Well, it was a total flop. And it became only later on, like years later, it's like everybody's favorite movie. Like everybody in their top 5. Total box office flop. Same with Master and Commander. Possibly one of the greatest, probably the greatest maritime movie ever made. But it came out not too far after Pirates of the Caribbean. People were like, another pirate movie. And they didn't go see it. So yeah, Shawshank Redemption, box office failure. Master and Commander, box office failure. My other favorite movie, Fight Club, box office failure. It was like this cult classic, but it didn't do great in the box office. Arguably one of the greatest movies ever made. And Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is a great movie. I should add that one to my, I gotta add Planes, Trains. It's a classic John Candy and Steve Martin movie. I need to add Planes, Trains to my, my Christmas movie list. That's a good one. That's a good one. Do I play any instruments? LAD. Yes, I do. I play a little bit of piano and organ. Just a little bit. I can play a little bit of tune. Guitar is my main instrument that I like to play. I can also play the didgeridoo and circular breathe. And I'm a big fan of like African, Cuban, Afro-Cuban hand percussion. Big fan of hand percussion. Djembes and kungas and asungas and bongos. Those are great. So yeah, those are the main instruments that I play. So a little bit of keyboards, some guitar, didgeridoo, and drums. Yeah, those are my instruments. Great Outdoors, amazing movie. Saving Private Ryan, masterpiece. I watch it once a year. Let's see. And yeah, Die Hard's an every year movie. Yeah, I'm curious with Flash Dagger. I'm with you. I hope they don't ruin it. Listen, I used to like Will Smith. Will Smith is interesting. What happened to that guy? I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Jada ruined him. I mean, look, I don't know what's going on behind closed doors, but like, yeah, it's not that hard, Kat. You gotta put your air in your cheeks, then you breathe in through your nose, and you push the air out through your cheeks so you can circular breathe. It's a bit of a pain, but it's not that hard. It took me like a week to learn. But yeah, Will Smith, dude, he was like America's sweetheart. I mean, everybody knows. I mean, listen, you younger kids, but all you people over 30, you ready for this? Sing it with me, okay? In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spent most of my days. Chilling all max and relaxing all cool, and I'm shooting some b-ball outside of my school when a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight. My mom got scared. She said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air." I can continue. And so can most Gen Xers and millennials. Like, we can just, if you say, in West Philadelphia, born and raised, the next person will go, on the playground is where I spent most of my days. Next person, chilling all max and relaxing all cool and shooting some b-ball outside of my school. When a couple of guys, and like, oh my god, and like, dude, Big Willie weekend, the 4th of July, like Independence Day, there are like 3 years in a row where like every movie that Will Smith was in, it was $100 million movie. I mean, it was like the summer blockbuster. It was the summer like fun film, and everybody saw it. He was like America's darling. And then Jada happened, and she like turned him into a cuck. It was like, what the hell? Like, what is happening, bro? Like, it was just sad. And then the whole like slap was just so weird. And then he still like won an Oscar after that, and people were like applauding it. It was just like, he just went on stage and slapped a man, and now he's like winning an Oscar? Like, it didn't make any sense. It just didn't make any sense at all. And then it just went crazy, man. It just was just like, whoa, poor guy. Point is, all this is to say, I wonder if him and Kevin Hart can actually make a good movie. We'll see. Listen, I love a good redemption story. But he's got to like seriously clean up what he did and like have a come to Jesus. Because what he did was not okay. You can't just walk up on a stage and slap somebody. It's ridiculous. Anyway. But I hope he gets his stuff together. I liked him. Thank you, Biz. That is too kind, darling. That is too kind. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. Thanks, Biz. Fist bump. A little hug. Bring it in. A little hug. Okay. All right. Appreciate you, Biz. Let's see, what do I say in the chat over here? We had Forrest Gump. Boy, I haven't seen Forrest Gump in a long time. I bet that's a great movie. Not bet. I know it's a great movie. I haven't watched it in a long time, though. I should probably watch Forrest Gump. I remember loving it. It was one of my favorite movies as a young man. I thought it was fantastic. I love Tom Hanks. Love Tom Hanks, man. Am I into Italian movies? Eduardo Volta. I'm not, unfortunately. Bad decade. I mean, you Flash Dagger, you're totally right. It's weird. OJ really loved him at one point, although this is true, Tucker. Yeah, I'm with you, Brandon. Yeah, I'm with you. Different. Yeah. Different situations there, you know. I know, Jacob. That freaking line, man. Life is like a box of... And like... Lieutenant Dan. And that's what... Yeah, dude. I need to watch Forrest Gump again. Amazing soundtrack, too. Like, one of the greatest soundtracks of a movie ever. It's just incredible. It's like banger after banger. Well, dude, Megan, you forget... O.J. Simpson back in the 80s kind of was. Like, he was an Airplane. He was in The Naked Gun with Leslie Nielsen. Like O.J. Simpson, The Juice, was definitely kind of like an America's sweetheart story there for a while. But again, this is back in like the 80s, right? So it really was wild. And you know what's crazy? Dudes, alright? So, what's up, Zach? This was amazing. Was it 1991 when the white Bronco was... And Blues Brothers have a great soundtrack. Was it 1991 or 92 or 1990? Here's what was happening at my house at the time. It was crazy. My dad had bought a projector. This is back when we were living in Beaver Creek, Ohio. My dad had bought a projector and a projector screen. And this is before HD. This is like, everything is still, in standard definition or whatever. But it was like 80 inches, Big pulled out screen. It was in 1994. Okay, thank you. So we had set up the even though Knowledge of Italian Cinema subtitle, maybe Eduardo. It's not really my bag, sorry mate. I have to think about it. I'm sure I've seen like some Italian films. Oh, Life is Beautiful. El Postino was a great movie. I've seen some Italian films. Some of it's amazing. So we have this, we have the projector set up. And we had just watched Speed. Okay? Keanu Reeves. There's a bus. It can't go below 60 miles per hour. We had just gotten done watching Speed. And, like, the news. And it was like, breaking news. O.J. Simpson on the white Bronco. We turned it on. And we projected it onto the big screen. And I remember watching this live as a kid in my living room. We're watching a white Ford Bronco go up the streets of Los Angeles on the freeway with like a trail of police cars behind him. And they're saying, O.J. Simpson, blah, 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 is being accused of murdering his wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and being pursued right now, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, what the heck is happening? Like, we just watched Speed, and now I'm seeing like this like white Ford Bronco like go up the LA freeway. It was trippy, man. It was funny because I just remember like where I was and like what I was doing. And I was 14 years old at the time. I was 14. It's crazy, man. Let's see, I like the American crime story with Cuba Gooding Jr. that follows the O.J. trial. I never saw it, Brandon. I never saw it. That it was interesting. You just don't see car chases like, yeah, that was definitely a unique moment in American history. Probably won't see that again. The question is, was the catnip his? Yeah, I mean, if there's any doubt, I'm 100% convinced that he did it. And, man, what a crazy team of lawyers. But what's the deal? Like, isn't there, like, a curse of the O.J. case? So, the Dream Team was, who was the Dream Team again? It was Johnny Cochran. Everybody remembers Johnny Cochran. That slick-talking, rhyming. If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. It's like slick-talking rhyme, like guy, Why are we even having a trial? What are we doing over here? He was this like slick-talking guy. And I don't know, you gotta take care of Jacob. And, I mean, seriously, Megan, right? But didn't every single lawyer, get cancer or something tragic? Or something weird? Isn't there, some weird curse of the O.J. trial? And then who was the Kardashian? So like the Kardashian. There's Johnny Cochran. One of the Kardashians was a lawyer for OJ, and I remember Judge Lance Ito was the judge. Remember that guy, Kato Kalin? Remember that guy? Kato Kalin. What a name. And he had like that 80s hair, that totally 80s hair, and he was like the weird witness or whatever. What a wild trial. It was so weird. But yeah, it's televised, man. It was wild. Yeah, man. Zach, I'm sorry you're having a suboptimal day, darling. Good luck. Hope it gets better. Dude, Brandon, the Tiger Woods thing. Well, I just love that Ludacris immortalized the Tiger Woods incident, you know. That knocked me out. It's from My Chick Bad, My Chick Hood, My Chick do stuff that your chick wish she could. My chick bad, badder than yours. My chick do stuff that I can't even put in words. And knock yourself out and fight. Coming now swinging like Tiger Woods' wife. Oh, we can get a little hasty. Chicks better cover up their chest like pasties. Anyway. Tiger Woods. Yeah, that was tragic. I hope he gets his life together. Thank you, Trucker B. I'm glad you liked Dexter. That was a fun one. Go for it, Zach. Why is your day terrible? This summer on Hilly Atwell. Don't know who that is. He seriously did. Yeah, Kato Kalin, what a piece of work. Thanks, AC. Appreciate it, man. Much appreciated. Yeah, Kato ended up having like a weird career on E. Remember that channel, E Entertainment? The E channel. Yeah, he ended up doing stuff, like, he ended up kind of being famous for being famous. Yeah, kind of one of those guys. And, yeah. Amber Heard also that was wild, just some bloke, yeah. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Look, I watched some of that, but to me, like, Johnny Depp came out looking way better than Amber Heard. I mean, I just love that they're sitting there in a trial, and you know, Johnny Depp is like, she defecated in the bed, and they're like, is it possible that it had been one of the dogs? And he's like, nope, I definitely know what my dogs versus humans is, and she definitely did that. And it was just like, oh my God. Bro. Crazy. Cuckoo. Thanks, AC. Walter White. I don't want to shave my head, bro. I don't have to shave my head to get a hair cap, a bald cap. Grow out my goatee. I could do Walter White, though. That'd be fun. Brand, you have back surgery. Jeez, bro. Don't do that. I'm sorry you had back surgery. I hope it helped. Big guy served me out some guy. Can't believe that I was here. Well, Zach, look at me. Zach, look at me. I want you to breathe. Take a breath. Look at me. Do not, and I repeat, look at me. Do not get into arguments in the comments. Ever. Look at me. Breathe. Breathe. Do not ever get into arguments in the comments. You could literally be arguing against a 13-year-old in a basement. You don't know who that person is. It doesn't matter who that person is. This person does not matter to you. They're taking up a ton of space in your brain over something that does not matter. And you don't know them. They don't know you. Do not. No, somebody else, Megan, over on YouTube, just mentioning that, like, they got in a spat. You see, Zach, you engaged. That's the problem. Once you engage, the troll wins. Once you engage, they win. And see how much time this person is, like, living in your brain rent-free for? Like you're literally upset about this, right? Like, you're pissed about it, right? What? Okay. Let it go. Let it go, man. No good comes of this. This is a dead-end road. And yeah, do not get into fights in the comments of anybody's channel. So when somebody writes like a mean or crappy thing to me, and it happens every now and again, don't get me wrong, you just leave it. You just let it sit there, because remember, all engagement is good for your channel. Even if it's somebody being nasty in the comments, all engagement is good for your channel, no matter what. Even a thumbs down is good for your channel, okay? It's engagement. It's getting eyeballs. Controversy's fine. YouTube doesn't mind controversy. YouTube loves controversy. But I'm just telling you, man to man, do not engage in this stuff. It is 100% negative, deleterious to your mental health and well-being, and there is zero upside. You can't win. You cannot win this fight. You have to ignore and move on and go do something else with your life. Any energy you spend toward thinking about it, anytime you're like that, you're angry about it and you want to write back and get him back, he's winning. He already won. So anyway, do that with you what you will. Sounds like you're gonna continue to be upset by it, which you are welcome to be. You are welcome to go be upset by it. It's your prerogative. I wouldn't, but I'm just me, man. You gotta do you. That's all. Thanks, bloke. I appreciate it, man. I try to be very, very authentic with everybody. I mean that. Yeah. Like, if you met me in person, I'm really not... I don't think I'm much different in real life than I am. Like, who you see here, this is who I am. Like, this is... I think you get a pretty good idea of, like, what I'm about. Brandon, some people are just angry. Yeah, they can try, and again, it never works, I have no idea what you like, Zach. That's up to you, my friend. But, all I'm gonna say is homies living rent-free in your brain. And this is a person who, in all reality, you will probably never meet, never speak to, don't care about, will have no impact in your life. Not specifically Elizabeth. And homies living rent-free in your mind. If that's what you like, own it. But I'm just saying, for me, I would advise you against it. that's all. I would advise you against it. Dexter question, to make the sound of this. Oh, Kate, I stole those. So there's an amazing website which I donate to every year called freesound.org. Actually, I need to throw them out another $10. So freesound.org is exactly what it sounds like. It's free sounds, and people just upload all kinds of sounds, sound effects, crowds, ambient noise, water, fires, rain, thunder, cheering, crowd laughter, breaking bones. So what, of course, those breaking bones are is like lettuce and like celery and carrots and stuff being snapped. But other people, I downloaded those from freesound.org. Hello, F and J. Lovely to see you. You're welcome, AC. Thank you, Joe. Much appreciated. I'm glad you like the blackjack stuff. Much appreciated. And LAD, I'm thinking about starting the sax. Anything on music? Well, I'll tell you, LAD, I started the saxophone when I was a young man. What grade would that have been? 5th grade? No, 7th grade? 7th grade. Somewhere around there. Yeah, no, I stole those, Kate. I didn't steal them, but I downloaded them from somebody else who did that, though. Yeah. Perfect, Zach. Good for you. Let's see. Oh, yeah, so LAD. The sax. I began the sax. Here's my recommendation for anybody who wants to learn an instrument, by the way. Immediately start playing things that you like. I loved, and still do enjoy, good blues saxophone, okay? Jazz blues saxophone. And the way I learned how to play organ and piano was because my dad taught me how to play some jazz chords, some blues chords. And from that, I could just improvise and go, oh, so these sound cool together. And like I was making music that sounded good to my ear very quickly because I was like into it, like jazz and blues. So with the saxophone, what I would recommend is if you're like me and you like blues or jazz saxophone, learn that immediately. Learn some blues scales. Learn some like cool things that you think sound dope, that you enjoy playing. Because what happened to me is, like many kids, I'm learning like saxophone. Hot cross buns, da da da, da 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 da. Like, come on, right? Like, just terrible, right? You're playing a good King Wenceslas, you know. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh, horrible, boring, terrible. So because of that, I completely lost interest in the saxophone. So don't do that. Don't do that. That's my advice to you. Like, it's just not exactly I Feel Alive. All the beginning band bangers. Don't do that to yourself. Pick up the sax and go play along with your favorite song that has saxophone in it, you know? Try to play along and just riff with the music you're playing so that it's fun. And AC, dude, isn't that Sedona song great? I love that Sedona song. I don't know the use for that song. No idea. A lot of it's like vegan. It's like celery and carrots and like a lot of vegetables get cracked to make that. Yeah. Intro to Tom's Diner. All the sax players in middle school. I'm not even not sure what that is. I'm sorry, Kate. I'm sure it's a classic, though. And yeah, Zach, electric guitar is great, dude. I've never actually played like electric guitar. I have my Taylor is a plug-in acoustic. I should actually, you know what I should do? I have this cool little Yamaha amp. I should play with it more. It's just a little amp, but it sounds really neat. It sounds very pretty when the guitar is plugged into even a small little amp. And it's this cool, it's this Yamaha amp. It's like this big. It's like a little, like a brick, and it looks kind of like retro. It just looks like a cool little retro little amp. And I can plug in my Taylor, my acoustic electric, and it sounds really good. So yeah, dude, yeah, electric guitar is great. It's really fun to play with sounds and yeah, guitar. The reason I switched over from drums to the guitar is because drums are such a pain in the ass to move around. They're big and bulky and clunky, whereas a guitar, you can sling it on your back on a backpack. Just bring it to a beach, bring it to the lake, bring it out camping. Yeah, it's nice. Hey, thanks for following Red Bullismo, Debulismo. And Nice AC. Yeah, it's a great song, man. Now I gotta hear that. What is Tom's Diner? Hang on a second. I gotta know what this is real quick. Music, YouTube music is amazing. There's like literally every song imaginable. Tom's Diner. Susan Vega. What does this sound like? Turn the volume way down here. Oh, this song. I was sitting at a bar. I can see that being very annoying if you have like 10 saxophones going. It is a catchy tune, though. Wait, what am I mods? What's so tempting? What am I missing? I'm missing something so desperately tempting. I have no idea what it is. Oh well, for them to know, whatever. 700 pounds is like 900 or 1,000 bucks. I forget what the pound is to the dollar, but it's probably like 700 pounds US would be, I'm guessing, 900 or 1,000 bucks. Somebody can Google it. The plot thickens. I have no idea what you're talking about. That's fine though. And let's see. Am I not supposed to learn music theory and stuff? I have no idea how frequently I should see a teacher. Honestly, LAD. I don't know what to tell you. Learning for me personally, learning music theory is like painfully boring. Like I'm not a huge country music fan. I don't mind country music AC, but it's not my favorite genre. The thing is, LAD, I can't, I don't know. I learned some music theory in a guitar class. 21 Pilots, amazing. Amazing band. So I took a class, or Guitar 101, okay? So, and I did this in community college. I would definitely, if I were you, I would take some kind of a class, or hire some kind of a tutor, okay? But from there, I don't know, like, will music theory make you a better musician? 100%, okay? You should definitely know some music theory. But for me personally, if I can't play the instrument and like make sounds that I think are beautiful, I don't stay motivated. But that's me. I don't know about you. I'm not sure how you stay motivated. I need to like be playing stuff that I think sounds cool. Otherwise, why do it? But you know what's wild though? You know, again, like speaking of like real musicians, okay? I was watching this documentary on Led Zeppelin, and you know, they're talking to Jimmy Page. I didn't know, dude. Jimmy Page, like, he was the conductor for his church choir band at like the age of 14. Like what's weird about all these like really great professional musicians is if they all know music inside and out. It was funny, my friend Ben, he was becoming a green beans, love him. My friend Ben came to Los Angeles to be a professional guitar player, and he was a very competent guitarist. He was very good, but he said he sat in with these guys, and they were like studio musicians. Ooh, by the way, studio musicians are the unsung heroes of the music industry, okay? These guys are dudes, you have no idea who they are. These studio musicians, they never get credit, okay? But they are the backbone of so much music that you hear. And that's what these guys are. They get a paycheck. They can read music forward and backwards. They can play things by ear. They are just like world-class musicians. And these dudes play in the background of like every band you can think of, almost. And one of my favorite examples is there's this great documentary called Muscle Shoals. Highly recommend you watch the doc if you're into music like I am. Highly recommend you watch Muscle Shoals. And so Muscle Shoals was this music studio down in the deep south. I want to say it was in like Alabama or Mississippi. Maybe it was in Mississippi. And it's in like the bayou. Like this place is like out in the middle of nowhere. This weird country studio, okay? And somehow, like, magic was created there. Jimmy Hughes recorded there. Otis Redding recorded there. Aretha Franklin recorded there. Like these like legendary Motown musicians, Little Richard, okay, even like what do you call them? The Rolling Stones recorded there. U2 recorded there. In Muscle Shoals, this like weird little back country. And what's insane is I'm going to play you the beginning of one of my favorite songs really quick. And it's called Steal Away. Okay?
I've got to see you somehow. Not tomorrow, right now. I know it's late, whoa, I can't wait. So come on and steal away. Please steal away.
Whole band was white. Like the most soulful grooves on a lot of famous like Otis Redding and Motown records. When you see the band, it's like these four goofy looking white dudes in glasses, and you're like, you're the band. You guys are the band playing in like these like legendary, like soulful, like blues, like Motown grooves, and you see the band and you're like, no, there's no way. Crazy, man. Crazy. Yeah. Studio musicians, bro. The unsung heroes of the music world. It's wild. Yeah. Hey Marquez, good to see you, bro. Bernardo, it's me, or it looks like in the last videos. Honestly, I don't know. Well, certainly not something I did consciously. Wasn't thinking about the Joker being more aggressive. I mean, well, the Joker interrogates you. That obviously was like inspired, of course, by Heath Ledger's scene where Diana Krall's great, man. For those who don't know, Diana Krall, she's like a Nora Jones. Think of like a bluesy female, kind of like Nora Jones, like smooth jazz. Yeah, Diana Krall's like mellow, like beautiful, like great, like background music for a dinner party. Diana Krall, yeah, really nice stuff. Lose Control by Teddy Swims. I'm not sure what that is. But yeah, with the Joker, the last Joker I did was, of course, inspired by Heath Ledger's that scene, which apparently the camcorder scene in the movie, he just did that. He was just like, give me the camcorder. And he went in there with that, whoever that actor was, that guy, and Heath did that, and I was like, you know what? I was just thinking to myself, I was like, with this camera, you guys you can't see me. You can't see me holding the camera, right? So, it's really awkward to do. It looks great on camera. I loved when I edited that. I loved editing that video because I thought it looked really cool. One of my favorite videos actually I've done is the Joker interrogates you, personally. And it was funny because I'm just there, I'm holding the camera, and you're just going like, listen, you, shh. And it feels weird. Like if you watched me filming, I should set up a camera. I'll like set my iPhone over here and then just like see like the behind the scenes of me filming the thing and me being like, listen, you can't. No. It looks goofy AF if you watch what I was actually doing. Like it's just weird. But in your mind, you are the camera. So you think that I'm talking to you, but I'm really just talking to an inanimate object and grabbing it and going, hey, listen, now, I didn't like the way you did that. So yeah, if you watched it if you saw the sausage being made, you'd be like, the hell is that guy doing? You lost your mind, darling. But the result is very cool. So yeah, that was like, I guess more aggressive, but you know, it's for a good cause. And don't you worry, Megan. I will not be taming down my jokers to make them more PG. Gross. No, darling, I would never. And Bernardo, will I upload a Joker video soon? Honestly, probably. Yeah, it's about time to do a Joker. What is it, October 16th? We're probably about due for a Joker. And then when I put on the makeup, I always do two. Because it's just a pain in the butt to take. Well, honestly, putting the makeup on is one thing. Getting it off is another. That's another thing I should do, is I should order some more water-based. I have some water-based. You still watch the sauce video? Nice AC. I have some water-based white makeup. and I have some oil-based white makeup. So the last 2 videos with the Joker are with the oil-based makeup, and the reality is like the oil-based makeup looks better, right? Because it's gonna last longer. It's oil-based, so it's like stickier. It's, you know, it's like it's nastier, but it looks good. But getting it off, my point is getting it off. Oh, taking the makeup off, I have to wash my face like 4 times, and my skin is like so dry, and I'm like getting off my eyes, and I'm like trying to get a makeup remover and like get off, you know, underneath my eyes and crap. Oh. So yeah, and even then, it always looks like I'm wearing a guy liner. Yeah, it looks like I'm wearing guy liner after I do the Joker. It's like there's always like some residual black makeup around my eyes that I can't quite get off. Book 6, I believe, to answer your question, Megan, he's been talking about it, about Book 6 of the Jeremy. For those that don't know, my dad is the author. Mr. G.F. Gustav is the author of an amazing book series called Jeremy's Run. Highly recommend it. It is the tale of 4 friends and a dog named Gooch. And the grid goes down in Los Angeles, and these 4 friends, or 5 friends, and the dog named Gooch have to survive and try to escape and get out of LA and find safety in some other town that is not Los Angeles. And they're going to try to make their way to St. George, Utah. And at the end of book 5, whoever's left of the group is out in the Mojave Desert after this crazy shootout in the town of Baker, which is the giant thermometer, and the Zizix Road area, and the whole area. Yeah, great books. He said he's working on it, sort of. But yeah, I don't know, Megan. I really hope he wants to finish it. I hope he does. We'll see. He should. I hope he does. Fingers crossed. Because I want him to finish the books. They're great books. And yeah, they're doing good. They're actually going to China soon. They're heading out to China in like a week and a half to go visit my brother and his wife, which is awesome. I'm sure they'll have an interesting experience. And you didn't even know, Megan, bro, what's insane is that, so my dad has an entire other book series written, and it's like very realistic science fiction, right? It's like hard science fiction, kind of like The Martian, except for it's set like for a little farther in the future, about humanity's first attempt to leave our solar system and go to another Earth-like planet, the nearest one. And he has a book series about it. It's so good. He doesn't know how to end it. So the 3 books of material are fundamentally written. The first book, book 1, is a trilogy. Book 1 is done. He's been done with book 1 for like 12 years. He just won't publish it. Same with, he has 2 books worth of material that are, in my estimation, an order of magnitude better than Jeremy's Run. And I don't say that lightly. Okay? I don't say that lightly. And he's not ready to I don't know. I don't know if he's afraid. I don't know. I really hope he publishes, because they're phenomenal books. Like, Jeremy's Run's great. Beta Canem, the Beta Canem Chronicles, are amazing. And he just won't pull the trigger. I don't know why. I don't know what he's waiting for. I don't know. It's crazy. So, I just know that writing and being creative is hard. I can tell you personally, it's weird. Like creating stories is weird. It's like, you gotta invent this shit somehow. Like, where's it come from? I don't know. You make it up, man, as you're going along. It's weird to be, yeah, I definitely understand my dad's, like, resistance to it. But on the other hand, it's like, dude, your books are so good. You did it. Like, you're ready. Anyway. Yeah. Fingers crossed, Megan. Fingers crossed. Thank you, Bernardo. You're too kind. I haven't done blackjack in a minute. I did Edna Mode does blackjack a couple weeks ago. Uchiha. It didn't do that well. Yeah. Amen, Megan. That's 100% true. I 1,000% agree with you. I'm very lucky to have the family that I have. I've been very blessed. Hey, Cora. Thank you so much. And good night, Samuel. Sweet dreams, my friend. Mwah. Yeah, so funny. The last, but I did Edna Mode blackjack. Didn't do that well. Neither did my last Western blackjack. I wonder if, like, blackjack is, what's up, Adnan? Yeah, like, my blackjack content was, like, really popular for quite a while. I feel like that kind of, like, maybe ran its course. Unsure. But, like, my last Western blackjack video, 20,000 views. Wah wah. It's okay, you know. Edna Mode does blackjack. No, maybe if I do blackjack, it's just like it's better not to do a character and just do like high stakes luxury blackjack, or just like luxurious relaxing blackjack, and just be me as a professional dealer and not like try to be like all these different characters. With blackjack, maybe just straight blackjack is better. Unsure. You know, it's just funny how like the last two blackjack videos I did were lukewarm reception. Like, it was like, you know, like lukewarm. So anyway, I'll do it now. I'll still make blackjack videos. I like doing it. I like dealing. It's fun to deal. I enjoy dealing. So, yeah. When you said blessed and highly favored. Yeah, man. Yeah, I got that from our neighbor. One of our neighbors, who Megan became friends with, is funny. She still stays in touch with her. She moved down to Texas. She's kind of like, you know, it's like old sassy black lady. And that was one of her, like, one of her phrases. So Megan would always be like, "How you doing today?" She's like, "Blessed and highly favored." And I was like, "Blessed and highly favored. I like that. How you doing? Blessed and highly favored." I like that. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. Craig, night, darling, if you are off to sleep. Sweet dreams. Yeah, it's a great phrase, though. Somebody asks, "How you doing?" Blessed and highly favored. Explains chess, like a blackjack dealer explains chess. So relaxing. Interesting, Cora. Interesting. I haven't done a chess thing in a long time. I guess I could do like a new chess thing. Multicam. And just do like a very low, soft-spoken. I did it a long time ago. I guess maybe I should do that again. Like, that was such a long time ago that I did, oh, never mind. Edna Mode critiques her. Edna Mode explains chess. Darling. Actually, that's actually not bad. Megan, throw that, if you have a write that one down. Edna Mode teaches you chess. That's actually funny. Darling, okay. Look at me. Here we go. It's time to start learning something about chess. Now, do you even know the origins of this game? Do you even know the country where chess was invented in? You probably thought it was Russia. No. Maybe you think chess was invented in China. No. In the continent of Europe. No. The game of chess, darlings, comes from the land of ancient India. And let's do that. That'd be interesting. That'd be a fun character. Edna Mode teaches you chess. That's my food for thought. I mean, it teaches chess or critiques. Just that paragraph, like Megan, like, yeah, Edna Mode or chess critique. That's interesting. I can maybe play on that. I haven't done that in a long time. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. That explains blackjack. Well, I've done. If you haven't watched it, Cora, I did do like how to play blackjack, and that video did really well. Like, that video shot up to 100,000 views shockingly quickly. And it's like, here's how you play blackjack. If you walk into a casino, here's what to expect. Here's the etiquette. Here's what people are going to be doing. Here's what you would do as the player. Although maybe it's time to do another one of those, because they're always handy. It's like, if you want to, oh my God, bro, Lewis, thanks for the 20 pounds, man. Jeez Louise. Thanks, dog. And thank you, Troy, but dude, KC. Here, appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you, KC. Man, dude, 20 pounds. 20 pounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 20 pounds. Thank you so much. You're too kind. You're too kind, Casey. Thank you. Bless you, darling. Bless you, bless you, bless you. You're too kind. Wow. Yeah. Just thank you. Thank you. Groundlings, one of those character-driven improv schools. Well, it's funny you say that, Troy. Last story, and then I'll let you guys go. My mods specifically. I did the Groundlings. I've been in the Groundlings. And true story, when I first did the Groundlings, you know who was in my class at the time? None other than Theo Vaughn. So this is back in like 2008, 2007, 2008, 2009, somewhere in there, in the aughts, as they say. And I did the Groundlings. Of course, I'm an actor in Los Angeles, and doing Groundlings is great on your resume. So I did Groundlings, and yeah, he was in my class. Really nice guy. He was kind of the same as he was back then. Friendly, funny. And he was just like, yeah, man, I did like road rules, and so I'm just here to like keep learning stuff. And he was Theo then. He was very same Theo you get now. Nice kid. I like the Groundlings a lot. It's a great place to go learn improv. Improving is an art. It's amazing. Highly recommend the Crazy Uncle Joe show at the Groundlings. It's on Tuesday nights. If you're ever in Los Angeles, go see the Crazy Uncle Joe show. It's phenomenal. It's long form improv. Probably my favorite kind. And it was also funny. Remember, I went to go see the Crazy Uncle Joe show with a friend of mine 10 years ago. And sitting behind us was James Spader and James Spader behind us, man. And I remember he had a very funny laugh. Like, you know, they're hilarious, these guys. I remember when James laughed, it was kind of like, back up a little bit. It was kind of, he was like, he did this, he was like, like his laugh was almost fake. He was like, it was great. Anyway, James Spader, shout out to him too. No, dude, no, try. Just if you're ever in LA, just go. Or if you live in LA or live in Toronto or anywhere, dude, go take a class, dude. Most people that do it are not good actors. Most people can't improv to save their lives. Don't worry about it. The point is to do it to loosen you up, to make you a little uncomfortable, and to realize, like, oh, you're gonna be okay. Like, it is scary, and thinking on your feet's very hard. And to be a great improver, it's a dark art. You know, when you watch, like, Whose Line Is It Anyway? Until you've tried improv yourself, it's hard to appreciate what they're doing and how well they're doing it. It's wild. But don't worry, very few people can do that. So go take a class. Push yourself. It'll be fun. You got this. Alright, everybody else, I have to let you go. My dog trainer's going to be here soon. I need to grab a little snack and then finish editing for tomorrow's video. So everybody, thank you for your time. Thanks for kicking it with me. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening, and a new video drops tomorrow. Until then, auf Wiedersehen, YouTube. And for the homies that are left over here,